the level of expertise is much higher there as opposed to, let's say, an Amazon, where they're probably going to provide those services. But at Amazon, they're certified up to what they call level 6, which is, government certified. But there's 3 data centers. 2 of them are for the government. One of them you're going to pay 10 times more than, let's say, a level 2 or a level 3 data center. Mm-hmm. And there you're going to get the same guy who, is cleaning the floors, is changing your disk drives, and he'll take out the East Coast. So you got to be careful about what you ask for.
Got it. Okay, I'm going to switch gears again to talk about some barriers to potential cloud adoption. So we've come up with 6 different areas, and would love to get like a rating from you, 1 to 5. 1 being not a barrier, and 5 being a significant barrier to go into cloud. So the different areas are financial concerns, security concerns, change management, complexity, regulatory concerns, technical expertise, and the functionality or performance of the cloud service. So starting with financial concerns, how big of a barrier do you feel that would be for a banking organization?
For banking organization, and I don't want to hesitate, I actually think that I'm going to break it down to 2 sides. For non-production, I think it's absolutely not a barrier. I actually recommend that cloud implementation will save you money, will get you there quicker, okay, and is secure because the data should not be production data, and you can deliver quicker, faster, and cheaper than you could ever do trying to land your own hardware on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So from a non-prod perspective, it's actually the kind of solutions that I am now recommending, and I don't care whether it's public or private cloud, to be honest with you. From a production standpoint, I go back to the top 2 questions I told you I always drive to. What is the data policies, and what is your operational and your reputational risk appetite? So that will drive the kind of solution that will drive the level of cloud. Is it hybrid? Is it public cloud? Is it public/private cloud? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I can't in good faith say you have confidential data and you should put it in a public cloud. And conversely, if you have public data, you don't need a private cloud solution or on-prem. And I could say, this is how we should architect it. But those 2 questions help drive solutions and doing it right the first time. And after doing this, a lot of times, if I ask those questions up front, it makes the rest of the solutioning a lot easier.
Got it. All right, let's go to the next one. How about security concerns?
Security concerns are actually my top concern, and they drive the rest of it, okay, along with the data. So it's not much in a non-prod. I need to understand, what the top 2 questions are. For non-prod, I need to ensure that the cloud matches the data or the data governance and the environments. For production, security has to be the top concern. Are you SSAE 16 or ISO 27001 certified? And then are you meeting the regulatory concerns?
Mm-hmm.
So those are the top 2 questions that have to be met.
Got it. Okay. And then how about change management complexity?
So that's dependent on how many environments and how much you're trying to do and how complex the company wants to get. If they're keeping a simple single landscape, it's not that hard. If you're working with highly complex applications like SAP, you need a very strong and rigorous control system in place. So